So we've gone through the unboxing, the disassembly, the base and the brackets that go on the base, assembling the y-axis, assembling the x-axis, and now we're on to the z-axis. Now, I had a video of attaching the bearing rails and the bearings, but for some reason I can't find those. Here I'm attaching the X bracket, which holds the Z-axis and the router to the X-axis. Now this bracket has more travel than the regular work bee. That gives this QueenBee a big advantage over the work bee, tremendous advantage. So you have more travel, and it gives you more options on how deep of cut you can do. One thing about me is I have to use every tool in the shop, it seems. As I said before, I have to have the manual right there with me every step of the way. Here I'm doing the corner brackets on the x-axis and attaching the limit switch on the x-axis, and I speeded it up just because it's not really worth spending a lot of time on. Here I'm finishing up the z-axis. I'm attaching the top and bottom plates and the bearings on the lead screw. So again, I speeded it up, and this gives you the idea of what you need to do. So we have the bottom plate on there, and you can see the lead screw coming out the top, and we're going to be putting the top plate on. Nearly complete, and then we'll mount it to the x-axis. So as you can see, we've mounted the z-axis to the x-axis. We've mounted the stepper motor on there, and now I am attaching the drag chain. So I've had a few challenges. I think I've got them worked out. Let's try it together and see. One of them was squaring these gantries, or these, the y-axis. So let's give it a whirl. Well, I got 2 of the 3 limit switches working. Bigger hammer theory. doesn't seem to be. So as you can see, I have the machine working at this point. There's a lot of adjustment that needs to be done, and at this point I'm squaring the y-axis, the base of the unit, so that it'll run true on the tracks. Here I'd run into a little glitch where it was binding up on the x-axis, as you can see. I found out that the problem was that I had tightened the bearings down too tight. I had gone through and loosened up the bearing rails. I went through a lot of different things, and I finally took the x-axis off and loosened the bearings, and that seemed to do the trick. Here I'm using a dry lubricant on the rails. It seems to help quite a bit, and it's something that I've been using on my lead screws. Works really great. Okay, so we're getting very close to being done on this. I have to adjust the y-axis. I'm getting some lead screw lip. I'm gonna go through and do the tingle tension system, get that adjusted. There's a few tweaks I need to do